So guys, this is a story of a happy ending that normally we don't hear of too many happy endings between foreign men and Thai women. But what makes this one interesting is all the things that the author, the writer, had to go through to make this a happy ending. And it just goes to show you that sometimes, hey, you know what might turn out to be good might not necessarily look that great in the very beginning. But let's get started. So, after a long career in education in Canada, I had retired along with my wife of 30 years to teach for a couple of years in Malaysia. A buddy of mine also took the same route but ended up in Thailand. My wife and I found that as empty nesters, we did not have much in common, and with the aid of two Russian women. Now, if you think Thai women can mess you up, try a few Russian women. My marriage fell apart, and I ended up visiting Thailand every few weeks for a weekend. So after 30 years of marriage, the last 22 years without sex, which is not that uncommon with the mobile refrigerators we ended up marrying in Farang land, I went over the top into the deep end of the Thai bar industry, and took two girls back to the hotel every Friday and Saturday night. Now listeners, is that two girls in one night or one girl for Friday and one girl for Saturday? It doesn't say here, but anyway. I could afford the lifestyle with an index pension plus a full-time teaching gig in Malaysia. Eventually, I found a youngish 32-year-old Thai woman that I liked, so I rented a condo and moved her in. That's a mistake that a lot of us end up making here in Thailand. I arranged for some English lessons for her and gave her 20,000 baht a month spending money. Mistake number 2. Guys, mistake number 2. You move a woman into a condo, then you also give her spending money. And as we always say, what is she doing for you? Anyway, let's get back to the story. I assumed she would be happy and stay out of the bars, just like most inexperienced Farang dumb fucks would do. Yeah, so he understands the mistake that he made here. I had to make a return trip to Canada to attend my mother's funeral, and when I arrived back in Thailand a month later, my Thai buddy informed me that my Thai girlfriend had been back working in the bar. Big surprise. We decided to confront her over dinner and a few beers, and after much crying, and let's give her credit, she did not make any denials and she came clean. She figured the chances of me coming back were 50-50, and she was bored in the condo by herself, scared of the ghost who lived there as well. Oh man, Thai people are so up all about the ghost. And had moved back into the room above Susie Wang's, which she shared with 3 other girls. So you move from a condo back to 3 other girls in one room. So guys, this shows you just how important human companionship is, and even if you have everything but you don't have anybody, you're gonna find, especially for women, you're gonna find a way to get that human touch back into your life. 25,000 baht plus a condo, hey, it's not enough, okay? So he continues, the 25,000 baht I had given her had been invested in rubber trees being planted back on the farm that would start to be harvested in about 8 years. Now in hindsight, what she did make eminent sense from a Thai girl's perspective. Yeah, we can see that. Our relationship lasted for 1 year and we were both fairly happy, but back in Farang land, Canada, my divorce was prolonged and cost me a crap load of money in lawyer's fees. And to make a long story short, we started drifting apart and I only saw her on weekends. That's the girlfriend back in Thailand. She wanted a commitment from me that I was unable to give. So by this time, I was living in Thailand full time on a retirement visa and had loads of free time. One night I bumped into a freelancer in Hillary 2 and we hit it off. I affectionately nicknamed her Girlfriend 2 and told her about Girlfriend 1, which I saw on the weekends only, and she was working full-time on the outskirts of Bangkok, whereas I lived on Soi 22 in the heart of Bangkok. And it turns out that Girlfriend 2 was a massage girl and worked 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. 6 or 7 days a week. Man, guys, little interjection here. Don't date a girl who works 7 days a week. You'll never really see her. She'll never have time for you. Anyway, back to the story. That meant that if I wanted to have a lunch with her or play some pool or go listening to some live music, I had to bar find her. She suggested I could look after her, in air quotes, and I asked how much that would cost me, and she stated that she made 50,000 baht a month in the massage place and wouldn't need that amount a month. I had no doubt she made that amount, as she was very good at what she did and was often taken out of the parlor for a week at a time to accompany businessmen on their travels. I told her she was too expensive for me and could not do, and suggested she visit me from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mondays to Thursdays at my condo if she so wished. And to my surprise, she accepted, and I became jokingly her Thai boyfriend under the bed, which in Thailand is a reference to the fact that many girlfriends with a Farang boyfriend often have a Thai boyfriend on the side or under the bed. So this arrangement with Girlfriend 1 on the weekends and Girlfriend 2 on the weeknights went on for about a year. It became disrupted when I met Girlfriend 3. I still had lots of free time on the weekends and weekdays until 2 a.m. and sometimes Girlfriend 2 was too busy to visit, so I would go bar hopping. One night I ventured down a lane in Queen's Park Plaza on Soi 22 that I never walked down, and lo and behold, I noticed a young Thai girl who flashed me the most welcome smile in all of Thailand. I smiled back, but kept walking. But for some reason, probably male hormones, I looped back around just to see that smile again. I said hello and got a hello back and asked her a simple question, got a blank look, and she called a friend over. It turns out that she had almost no English. And at this point, I usually beat a hasty retreat, as there are many beautiful smiles out there that can speak Tinglish, at least. We chatted via the bar girl translator, and I asked her how long she had been working in the bar, and she said 3 days. Oh boy. Our first night out playing pool with our translator, T, was interesting. First off, besides pretty Thai girls, I live to play pool, and playing pool with a pretty Thai girl just does not get any better. We ordered a couple of pitchers of beer and played a few games. We then headed off to Hillary 2, one of my favorite music venues, along with Climax, because I have gotten to know many of the band members. We closed out Hillary with myself learning that Girlfriend 3, that's the latest girlfriend for you guys who are not keeping up, love to party and dance, but like many Thai girls, can't handle the booze well. We took a taxi home and I dropped the ladies off at their bar in Soi 22 and I gave them 2,000 baht for their time. Man. Through T, Girlfriend asked, "You not go with me?" And I answered, "You're Girlfriend 3. Not want, just want to see you have fun and be a friend to you. You need a good friend in Bangkok if you want to survive in the bars." And both girls are really confused at this point. I repeated this night out 2 times over the next 2 weeks, but without the translator. The teacher in me figured I could teach Girlfriend 3 English in no time. I also told Girlfriend 3 not to wear heels when we go out, as she was constantly tripping over them, especially after a few drinks. And by the way, that is another good method of telling how long a girl has worked in the bar industry. If she can walk a kilometer in 5-inch heels, she's been there for a while. So anyway, every time when the bar night was over, I would drop her off and pay 2,000 baht for her time, explaining through the translator that she had lost the chance to earn money by being with me. And T told her I had a good heart, which I do. Yeah, I got Thai girls always telling you if you just give them 5 baht, hey, you have a good heart. Okay, but there's a kind of innocence to it, which is kind of good though, guys. And so the fourth and last time we parted, I dropped her off as usual, but received a phone call from the owner of the bar, who suggested I come and take girlfriend 3 home because she was drunk and crying Jimmy and was not good for the bar. Problem. This was a weeknight and I never knew if girlfriend 2 will drop by to spend a night. This was the other massage girl now, which was usually 50% of the time. However, having the good heart that I do, and only regretting the things I have not done, not the things I haven't done, I walked up 22 to bring her back to my place in a taxi. I quickly deposited her into bed with all her clothes, which was just a skimpy black dress, and turned off the lights and whispered a prayer to the bar gods that girlfriend 2 would not come tonight. Now, girlfriend 2 has her own key and pass card, so besides placing a chair propped up against the door, I am shit out of luck if she decides to visit, which she does. Now, remember also that I am in the middle of a divorce and I'm well aware of the woman scorned theory, but a pissed off Thai girl who finds another Thai girl in bed where she plans to play and sleep is an experience, guys, you don't want to ever go through. Girlfriend 2 showed up, insisted that I make girlfriend 3 disappear immediately, and my pleas that she still had her clothes on fell on deaf ears and very scary facial experience. So I quickly picked her up and walked her out to the street and flagged a taxi, telling him to drop her off at her bar up the street. Not happy with the turn of events, I went back upstairs to a somewhat mollified girlfriend 2 and explained to her that our relationship as we know it has come to an end, and I'd like my pass card and key back, and we can get together after 24-hour cooling down period, which is highly recommended for a pissed off Thai girl, and discuss what happened. We did, and my relationship as her Thai boy under the bed ended, even though we still chat, and I deliver roses to her place of work on her birthday each year. She is simply not the Thai girl for me, and many Farangs make that mistake. He's a sweet guy, I mean, very romantic, but you know, you have to be careful with that stuff. So that left with girlfriend 1 on the weekends, and the newly promoted girlfriend 3, now referred to as girlfriend 2. I decided to raise the issue that I suspected that girlfriend 1 now had a Thai boyfriend she was interested in, but was seeing me on the weekends to ensure she received her 20,000 baht monthly allowance. Oh boy. As usual with girlfriend 1, she did not deny it and stated that she was getting on and the Thai man was Haiso. Haiso is a guy that has a lot of money in Thailand and wanted to marry her. So we parted amiably and we stay in contact, and I think of her often as she could have been the girl for me if not for my wife dragging out the divorce. She's now happily married to the said Haiso Thai man and enjoying her new social status. So girlfriend 3, who was promoted to girlfriend 2 and is now promoted to girlfriend 1, moved into the condo, and I talked to the bar owner, paid the usual leaving the bar celebration fee of 10,000 baht. Oh boy. And it turns out that girlfriend 1 and I have quite a bit in common. We were both hyperactive, both year of the tiger, and my birthday is September 23rd and hers is September 24th. So we usually celebrate on September 23 at midnight. And guys, there's an age discrepancy of 36 years. So girlfriend one refers to me as the snake. So she moved in during April, and by September she was pregnant. Oh boy. The usual thought is dumb fuck or way to go old man. And when she was 2 weeks late with her period, we stopped by Cabbages and Condoms, which is a restaurant and abortion clinic, and she had an ultrasound, and sure enough, there was a little speck that would turn into our baby boy. Now, girlfriend one has had 2 previous Thai boy relationships, 1 a marriage, and 3 previous children. So, despite being only 27, she is not a spring chicken. She asked me, Jimmy, what do we do? I decided to play the Thai game of Up to You, which we both played for about a week. So I phoned my best friend in Bangkok, and I thought he would simply call me a dumb fuck and you should know better. But his comment was, you're so lucky, children are God's gift to mankind. I was taken aback, and the next morning I asked girlfriend one what she wanted, and she replied with a question. Jimmy, if I keep baby, will you stay with me? You already know my answer, but when it comes right down to it, in a land of uncertainty, with citizens who don't plan for the future that may never be, what a Thai girl wants is someone to look after her and her family, which, if you are frequent visitors to Thailand, you know means extended family. I insisted that girlfriend one give birth in a first-class hospital, which she disapproved of because of the expense. But I mean, this was about a third of the cost of what it would be in America. She had spent her previous labor on the back of a motorbike for 45 minutes to go to a rural hospital, so I insisted she experience the best Bangkok had to offer. Unlike in North America, I could not attend the actual birth, but it was a short 60 minutes and done. So normally most Thai moms leave the next day with a baby on the back of a motorbike. But girlfriend one stayed in comfort for 4 days, and I enjoyed the red button, which always summoned 2 pretty young Thai nurses within 15 seconds, which is so unlike Canada. The food was great. We had an iPad, big screen TV, high-speed internet, and I had my own bed to sleep on. The washroom had a rain shower, and there was a partial kitchen with kettle, microwave, and so on. So, coming down to the end now, guys. I was a dad again at 64 years of age. Has it been easy? No. Has it been fun at times? Yes. Has it been interesting? Always. Any regrets? Nope. As mentioned before, don't regret the things you do, regret the things you do not do, but make amends when you mess up. And that is the way to a good heart. And a word of wisdom to you guys. Don't start a relationship with a Thai girl you could not see as a friend if you weren't boinking her and you wouldn't go too far wrong. But then again, I've been known to be wrong at times, but I do know you can be really happy in a long-term Thai relationship if you get it right, which is not easy, as many people know. So fast forward 3 years, and girlfriend 3 and I are married. She's fluent in English, and we have a 2-year-old boy who is the joy of our lives. We still live in Bangkok and are pretty much part of that community. And that's the story, guys. A guy having a good relationship in Thailand. Sometimes we read and we're very skeptical and we hear a lot of bad stories, but actually quite a lot of that happens all the time. There are so many guys from other countries that come here and marry Thai women and live very happy lives all over Thailand, especially if you live outside of Bangkok and live away from the tourist areas. So you'll be living in the north, you'll be living around Chiang Mai area like Roy Et and these kind of provinces. Great places to raise a family, and especially if you're retired, the cost of living is very low, so your money will last pretty much forever. Alright guys, so look forward to more stories again, and see you later with more tales from Thailand.